Hi, good afternoon, Roman. We are very pleased to give you a short and brief introduction of this the designed or expanded platform. And the logic of this platform is that here there's a button for us to select volume or sales value or gross margin and CM1 for all these numbers. If we look at the numbers, we start with APAC overview in terms of actual, budget, and forecast. Here's the numbers, here's the chart to show the deviations, the gap. Then the system allows us to drill down all the way to the BU, to each sales team, to also the areas. But not only that, for each individual BU, for example, we can further drill down. Let's take example from BUFV. We click it here, and then the system or the platforms quickly show us the performance of BUFV. Um, Also in terms of actual budget and also forecast. But not only that, we can also look at the BU from the customer perspective and also from the product perspective. For example, from the customer perspective, here in this bubble chart, we can see the performance of the customer in this BU. And you stay here, you can see also the details of this customer. For example, this Unilever. For example, this is Dersin Group. The size of the bubble indicates the GCM per kilo. Here in this vertical line, that's the growth of the sales volume for this customer compared to last year. Here in this horizontal, Alex, you can see the volume of this customer. Of course, if we click it here, we want to see the CM1 for this for the customer. Then the platform will show us the instead of volume here the CM1 for this customer. And still for this customer, for example, we click here, we want to look into the Pepsi, this customer, the performers. We click it here, and the platform then show us all the way the details of the Pepsi in terms of product, individual product in different areas, and then the detailed numbers, actual forecast, and the budget. Here there's no VAR because here all these numbers are hypothetical numbers. So in the same way, if we go back to the home page, if we want to drill down for FCHM, if we want to drill down from IAS, it can also have this same capability. And also for the sales team, if Jim's team GCI beverage, we see the gap, and then he can click here, and he can go through all the details to see the customer performance, to see the product performance, also to see the customer key account manager performance, all the way to every details. And not only that, if when we just take another example, if we when we identify in the gap for the FV for the gap of FV for in terms of forecast and the gap, and we identify through this chart, and we see several areas, and in IND Indonesia is one of the areas. And then we drill down to see what really the causes or drivers for the gap for the Indonesia. And then through this detailed data, we identify the customer is Unilever, the product is a white guava and clear pear juice. And then you might have questions, or anybody from BU or for controlling might have questions. Why there's a gap? How can we close the gap? Then here in the system or the platform provides the dialog function where you can click, you can paste, you can take this picture, and then you can send it to the responsible person. Here in this case is Ricky. What do you do to close the gap for the Unilever? What resource or support do you need? Then Ricky needs to respond, and of course other supporting functions or other commercial function can also make comments and support. For example, Willie make comments about the price of a white guava. Dr. Yan will report on the progress of generating a new recipe, and Ricky needs to report to you or to Tanel about his plan to approach the decision makers in Unilever, and what will be the goals in terms of timeline, and also in terms of the CM1 per kilo and CM1 absolute value. Um, So later, and thank you for listening. Later, we will and send this video over to you, or if it's too big, we will store in the share folder. If you have any questions, please let us know. We will have IT technology to help you to open that. Thank you very much. Thanks. Bye bye.